So Esau went out to the field to catch venison, because remember, Isaac liked it. And when he came back, he was going to bless it. But Rebecca overheard, and she remembered what the Most High told her. You know, that really it was through Jacob. He was a chosen vessel. And only she knew. She kept it within herself. Isaac didn't know. All right? So she basically told she told Jacob to go get her some, it's going to say it, verse 6.
Yeah, Genesis chapter 27, verse 6. And Rebekah spake unto Jacob her son, saying, Behold, I heard thy father speak unto Esau thy brother, saying, Bring me venison, and make me savory meat, that I may eat and bless thee before Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, before my death. Now therefore, my son, obey my voice according to that which I command thee. Go now to the flock and fetch me from thence 2 good kids of the goats, and I will make them savory meat for thy father, which such as he loveth. And thou shalt bring it to thy father, that he may eat, and that he may bless thee before his death. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, Behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man. My father peradventure will feel me, and I will seem to him as a deceiver, and I will bring a curse upon me, and not a blessing.
Right. So Jacob was actually scared. Okay? But Rebecca said, now forget about that, all right? Just go do what I said. Cook some of this, I believe it was goat here, all right? Because, remember, Esau was a hairy man, okay? So put some of this goat here, because, hey, Jacob fulfilled his name, meaning Yahweh, meaning supplanter, all right? And to wrap it up, he went to his father, brought him the food, and Isaac was already kind of like, suspicious, because he didn't sound like his son Esau. That's what he said. He's like, you don't sound like Esau. And then he felt him. He's like, okay, but you hairy like him, and you smell like the field, just like Esau. So now go to verse 20. Get to the point. 28. Now we're gonna go to a blessing. So Jacob got the birthright, and now he's about to get the blessing. 28.
Genesis chapter 27, verse 28. Therefore the Most High give thee of the dew of heaven, and the fatness of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Be Lord over thy brethren, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee.
Right, and this is going to the keys, the rulership of this whole earth. All right, which is only going to be ruled by the Israelites, no other nation. All right, you heathens, you have no commonwealth with the nation of Israel. All right, you're going to be enslaved. Okay, all you heathen. If you don't see yourself on the sign, you're a heathen. All right. If your lineage just go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you're outside the nation of Israel. Okay? You have no partake in our customs, in our heritage, in our commonwealth. All right? So we're gonna rule this whole universe. Okay? Go give me Daniel's real quick. Actually, no, keep reading. But let's skip to Esau now. Unless there was more on that. But I just want to stick to the blessings.
Oh, it says, Cursed be everyone that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blessed thee.
Right. So, start at 31.
Genesis chapter 27, verse 30. And it came to pass, as soon as Isaac had made an end of blessing Jacob, and Jacob was yet scarce gone out from the presence of Isaac his father, that Esau his brother came in from his hunting.
So, hey, Jacob got the blessing. He dipped out, and as soon as he dipped out, here comes Esau, happy, bringing some venison. All right, but it's to his father. Okay, now read.
it says 31, and he also made him savory meat and brought it unto his father and said unto his father, let my father arise and eat of his son's medicine, that thy soul may bless me. And Isaac his father said unto him, who art thou? He said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac troubled very exceedingly.
Right, so he was mad. Okay, let's skip now. You read it a little bit faster, so we listen where he gave him the blessing. Yeah, where he gave him the blessing. Listen, read.
Genesis chapter 27, verse 38. And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept.
Right, Esau was crying, so he was pleading to his father to give him a blessing. All right? And this is what his father gave him.
And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Right, so those transitional powers will fluctuate between those two nations, Jacob and Esau. Okay? And right now we're in this current empire, this current kingdom is ruled by these Edomites. This is their blessing. This is where their blessing is being fulfilled, all right? This is where his blessing is in fruition, okay? Because he gave him the same blessing, all right? But his blessing is going to end. Yahushua is going to come back, because that was Isaac, and he's going to take this man out, all right? And thus, we're going to rule forever, man. All right? The Israelites, we're coming up next, and we're going to rule forever, okay? Give me... I don't want to see on this devil. Give me 2 Timothy 2 verse 3. Is that it though?
It goes when someone kill him. He said, I hate it.
Oh yeah. Well, we can just say, and that's where Esau wanted to kill Jacob after that. He had a perpetual action read.
Genesis chapter 27, verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Right, that's where that separation between the two nations. All right, that's why we can't get along with these Edomites. All right. Because he has a perpetual hatred against us. And he did wicked acts, all right, against the children of Israel. Now go to 2 Timothy 2 verse 3.
2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 3.
Actually, no, that's not it. 2 Thessalonians, my bad.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Right.
Who?
But so read that one time, bro.
It says, 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that the man of sin be revealed.
Right, and that falling away happened in 70 AD, when the Roman Empire grew the Flavian dynasty. All right, if you look into the year of the 4 generals, okay, this took place after Nero killed himself. All right, you had Otho. Ventilius was the last one, all right? Otho, Ventilius, and it was another one. And what was the other general? It was a Roman general, all right? But it was the year of the four generals, but the successor was Vespasian, all right? And through his son Titus, that's where they sieged the land of Israel, okay? And we had to flee out of that land. That was the diaspora of the Israelites, the Jews back then. And where did we flee into? Into the interiors of West Africa. Really throughout the whole world, all right? But mainly the interiors of West Africa, okay? So that falling away happened back then, and then us going into hardcore bondage. All right, when Christopher Colon came to the Taino Islands, all right, the Puerto Rican island, all right, to get the Ephraimites, so-called Puerto Ricans today. That's why it's called the transatlantic slave trade, because they were taking not just Negroes, but you Latinos as well on cargo slave ships. Why? Because your God's chosen people. All right. We sin against the Heavenly Father, and as any father would, when your son or your daughter disobeys, you do what? You punish them, but not to destroy them, but because you love them, because you wanna teach them. All right, you spank their hand to tell them to go this way, not to go to the left-hand side, so you may live. All right, but that falling away happened, and now this man, this Edomite, is being revealed. Okay, so give me what was it? Give me Daniel's now. Give me Daniel 7. Alright? Find that right there too. Look. 7 verse 32. So that falling away, this man is being revealed, the son of perdition, this wicked race, the Edomite. Now his kingdom's falling. Okay? Oh, 2 verse 32.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 32. His image's head was of fine gold, his breast and his arms of silver, his belly and his thighs of brass. His legs were of iron, and his feet part of iron and part of clay.
But this going to all the kingdoms, all the empires on the earth, all right? From the Syro-Babylonians to the Medo-Persians to the Greeks, which that was the beginning of the Edomites empire being established, all right, King Alexander. And then to the Romans, and through the Roman Empire, revived all over again. That was that deadly wound of the dragon, of the beast, revived all over again, all right? And this is the last rulership of these heathens. This is the end of Esau Edom, excuse me.
Verse 34, thou sawest till that stone was cut out without hands, which smote the image upon his feet that were of iron and clay, and break them to pieces.
Right, the iron and clay is going to the Roman Empire, revived all over again, right, through the EU and NATO, okay? And the stone cut without hands, talking about Yahushua, right? Because he's going to come back and take this place out, man. It's going to be the ICBM missiles, but Yahushua is going to beat up the elect. We're going to come back down as sons of God, and we're going to put everything in order, man. All right? But the iron mixed with iron clay is talking about the NATO and the EU. Esau's empire, half strong and half weak, all right? Which is very weak today, okay?
Verse 35, then was the iron, the clay, the brass, the silver, and the gold broken to pieces together, and became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors, and the wind carried them away.
The wind is talking about the ICBM missiles, all right? And the chaff is like, you know, what's that? It's like the residue. That's like wood. Like,
yeah, the threshing floor.
Yeah, it's like the residue. It's like the little, yeah. And it's gonna blow away. This kingdom's gonna pass. But how is that? Through the ICBM missiles? Because this is Basra. America's Basra. All right. This whole infrastructure, the EU, NATO, is all, it's all the provinces of this man's empire. But the main capital is America, being Basra. All right. And America's gonna be nuked by nuclear missiles, man. That's how this place is gonna pass away. All right. And that's why you have all these nations going to the Middle East, because it's gonna be a draft real soon, and you people are gonna be taken, you women, all right? All you women that want to dress like sluts and whores, you're gonna be taken to the Middle East real soon. All right, and that's where World War III is gonna be taking place. All right, Yahushua is gonna come, take out all these mighty nations, come his way over here, beam up the elect, laser beam the rest of you peons. America's gonna be nuked. All right, and the sons of God is gonna come back down, and we're gonna rule the whole earth, man.
Right.
All right, that's prophesied in the Bible, man. Okay.
And the wind carried them away, that no place was found for them, and the stone that smote the image became a great mountain and filled the whole earth.
Right, that great mountain is talking about Israel. We're the first fruits, okay? We're gonna rule this whole place, man, in all righteousness and balance. We're gonna kick this so-called Edomite, all right, the Caucasian race, out the way. They're gonna be in slavery, in hardcore bondage. And guess what? After 1,000 years, you're gonna be wiped out, man. You Edomites are gonna be wiped out, man. All right? God hates you so-called white people, unless you're an Israelite. You know, yeah, you better hope like hell you're an Israelite, man. But that's what's prophesied, man.
Verse 36, and this is the dream that we will tell the interpretation thereof before the king.
Right.
Thou, O king, art a king of kings, for the Most High of heaven hath given thee a kingdom, power, and strength, and glory.
Now give me Malachi 2. You probably know what I want. I'm sorry. Yeah, you know what I want. 2 verse 1. Most High hates this person. Oh, verse 1. 1 verse 1, my bad. Let's get to the point.
It says, Malachi chapter 2. What's it
1 verse 2.
Malachi chapter 1 verse 2. I have loved you, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Right, because the Most High is only for his people. All right, the Israelites, sons of God, who are you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans today. The Most High is only for you. But you said, wherein hast thou loved us? Because of the predicament we are in today, in the slums, in the ghettos, in the barrios. But that's because we sinned, we went against the Most High, and therefore he punished us. All right, but the Most High has an effectual love for his people forever. All right, that's why he's going to save the elect out of his nation. All right, the righteous, and then the 2/3, you're going to come back to the loins of the elect men. But the Most High has love for his people. That's why he sent his own son to sacrifice his own self to die for his nation, not the whole world, no, for his nation. All right. Yahushua, who the world aiming calls Jesus Christ, didn't die for the whole world. All right. I wish a sincere Christian could come up and bring a scripture for that. Because if you go into the word world, it says cosmos, which means a certain land of certain people. All right.
Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
Stop. Now give me Romans chapter 9, verse 13. You see yourself on the sign, man?
I don't know. I'm looking.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you is. That means you're an Israelite. You're a son of God, all right? And God's only for his people. That's a good thing. That's a blessed thing, man. We're gonna rule in the kingdom in heaven forever. All right. All right, man. But so go to Romans 9, verse 13.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Jacob is these people on this sign, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the Israelites, the speckled birds as well. All right, through the father, that's their lineage, going back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Esau is who? All right, the Caucasian race. Okay, their lineage goes back to Esau, Edom. The Most High loves Jacob, and he hates Esau.
Right.
All right. And now he's bringing his kingdom down. He gave you a chance to rule. He fucked up the whole earth. All right. But this is the origins of this man, going back to the sun, to the garden, the serpent. All right. Getting our people to go off back then, and then that spirit transferred to Cain, killed Abel. All right. And then that mark came upon him, and that mark all right, and that wicked root, that wicked spirit transferred all the way to Esau and his descendants today. This is the origins of the devil today. This is the origins of the wicked root, all right, of the wicked people upon this planet today who are ruling, okay? And now they're through the international banking families, all right, the Amalekites, okay? This their kingdom, and this is their last kingdom, all right? So we gave you the origins, where they came from, really. You know, it's more than just Esau, all right? This is deep. This runs deep, man. All right, it's more than just call the white man the devil, man. His history runs deep, man. We talking about through the time of the garden, man. When the first world was established, you know, this is deep, man. All right, and what did the Most High do? Flood the whole earth because the sons of God were going off terribly. All right, and He's going to do the same thing, but this time with fire. All right.
Can it be a little bit more?
Yeah.
Verse 14. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid. For He said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have. So I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
Right. So the Most High chooses. Okay. In layman terms, there's no free will. The Most High chooses. He chose Israel, chose us to be His people, to love us, to set us up on high, to be His glory, and chose Esau to be that wicked race, all right, which He's going to punish, and He's going to exterminate them. Now go to Obadiah, all right, I believe, we start the first verse. We get it today.
Okay, this is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord power, concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
I'm gonna break that down, you can.
Okay, come. Yeah, man. It says, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. Yeah, man. So you see, Amalek, he's the smallest among the nation of Edom, but they are the strongest, though. You know, they have they run the world, man. They're the international banking ruling families, man. You know, you have the elites, the Rockefellers, okay? You got the Oppenheimers, the DuPonts, the Rothschilds, you know, and these are the people that control the whole earth. Everything you hear, everything you see.
Right, I got a precept. Right, you get a precept of how, you know, these Edomites, but through his great grandchild Amalek, but the smallest, really despised. All right, everyone knows about the Zionists. All right, let me get it real quick. Jeremiah 50 gets to the point. Jeremiah 50, verse 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord that He hath taken against Babylon, America, and His purposes they have purpose against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely He shall make their habitation desolate with them. The least of the flock is the Amalekites, those fake Jews over there in Israel. And He's going to draw them out. Draw who? The troops. Joel, the 3rd chapter. The valley of Yahweh Shabbat. Okay, Armageddon. That's where World War III is going to be taking place mainly. They're going to draw these troops out, all right? There's going to be a draft. They're going to be sent over to the Middle East. And then thus World War III is going to pop off. That's why you see a lot of commotion going over there in Israel and the Gaza Strip, which those Israelis are bombing those Palestinians, all right? And here it is through the narrative, through the news media, all right? Whenever the Palestinians try to fight back, it's painting a picture of you know, they're the wicked ones. When these Israelis have more military troops, more weapons, all right? But the least of flock is going to draw them out. They're going to draw these nations over there. In Ezekiel the 38th chapter, it's talking about Gog and Magog, all right? Russia. You know, we don't have to get into it, but Gog and Magog, all right? Over there in the Middle East, okay? Talking about Russia is going to be a guard to these troops, all right? That's how this whole World War III is going to pop off, okay?
Verse 3, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, though thou dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And you see, that's Esau's state of mind, man. You know, he puts himself as the Most High, you know, and it says that he dwelleth in the clefts of the rock, going back to Mount Petra was
Yeah, you're right, Mount Seir.
oh, there you go, Mount Seir, man.
It's Mount Petra.
Okay,
That's
Mount
the Greek-
Petra,
that's the
man.
Greek word.
And you see it all in his architecture.
Right, the buildings he lives in, the Caucasus Mountains. He likes to dwell in high places, okay? You know? Yeah, in the buildings he dwells in today. Which Mount Seir, that wasn't his original habitats as well. You know? That was actually the Hamites.
It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars.
All right, that's going to the space station, the satellites, okay? Which really, this devil, all right, these Edomites lied about that because they can't even go past the Van Allen belt, all right? Because it's a radiation belt. So them going to the moon, that was false, all right? Elon Musk is not going to Mars, okay? No, it's all false. They can't go past the radiation belt, the Van Allen belt, okay?
Thence will I bring thee down.
That happened in 1969 with the space race. All right, America versus Russia. Okay, and then that's when the Most High woke up Abba Bivens, and that's how we woke up back to our heritage all over again. Okay, but that's when that space race started. They started sending satellites. America had to beat Russia by line, saying they went to the moon. That was made in a Hollywood basement, like Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh yeah,
right?
oh that's right, bro.
You know?
Stanley Kubrick. That's
Yeah.
why they put that together.
Exactly, man.
It says, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai. If thieves come to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some grapes?
Right, because this man has great rob, pillage the whole earth. All right, literally the whole earth is losing its value of everything almost. All right, for all the resources of all the minerals of gold, this man took it. All right, the oil, he's trying to take it all. All right, all these minerals, this man is juicing the earth out of it. Okay, look at Africa. Africa has been robbed of all of its natural resources and minerals. Okay. Actually, there's a thing I believe that Elon Musk, you know, he has like his factories over there, his corporations in Africa to fuel his, you know, his corporations. But it's like the batteries. I guess it's a tribe in Africa. You know, they're basically juicing all the resources to make those batteries. Okay? Yeah.
Yeah, it says that he's not a keeper at home, you know? It says, verse 6, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hid things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wonder under thee. That's you know, people that say they got their back.
Right, because eventually they're going to turn on America. All right? Because remember, this is Basra. They're going to turn on this bitch, you know, one day, somehow. All right? I can actually very well see it. Because at first, you know, I'm thinking of Trump. Now Joe Biden. This man is worse. This man is absolutely, hey, literally all the nations are actually saying, I remember it was a lot of like military generals from different nations saying Joe Biden's not even fit to rule.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, they're actually concerned. And if you have Kamala up in there, oh man, that's even worse, man. All right, to have a woman, oh man, it's ruling. Yeah, you already know World War III is gonna pop off after that.
Yeah.
All right. On her worst day, she's gonna just say, you know, on her period. But
Take off a wig and shit.
yeah. What's up, man? How you doing?
Các bạn hiểu?
Yeah. Okay. No, for sure. I'll tell you. Good.
sunny over here. And
Yeah.
you're in the shade.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to.
Oh, hey, thank you, man. We're about to wrap it up too, like 20 minutes. Thank you.
It says, I'll start again. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee.
Let me get a precept off that. Going to Revelation 18 chapter, because again, these other nations, the EU is going to turn on America. All right? This is going to be in the midst of World War III. This is what's actually going to happen. This is prophesied, man. Whether you believe it or not, you vain souls, man. You don't understand that the God of the Bible is the Most High is real. All right? And He sent His prophets to tell you to get your ass right, otherwise you're going to die. All right? So, real quick, Revelation 18. Give me 18 verse. How the nation shall turn against you. Oh, give me 17. Actually, I think it's 17. Oh, 16. There you go. Man. 17, 16.
This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Right. Okay. The 7 heads and 10 horns is talking about the EU and NATO. All right. That's who the 7 heads and 10 horns is compromised of. All right. So the 10 horns, okay. These EU nations, they're gonna hate the whore and turn against America.
It says, verse 17, for the Most High hath put in their hearts to fulfill His will and to agree and to give their kingdom.
I mean, NATO's, my bad. Not the EU, I mean, same thing, all right, but the NATO percent 10 horns.
For the Most High hath put in their hearts to fulfill His will and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And
Read 16?
yeah.
Yeah, so
again?
that was, remember.
Revelation 17 verse 16, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Right. So to sum up these EU and NATO nations that's allied with America, they're gonna sooner or later turn against this place. All right, in World War III. Okay, give me Revelation chapter 11.